Gentlemen, today I want to talk about something that isn't often celebrated enough, being single. Now, don't get me wrong, love is beautiful, relationships are great, and Bollywood has spent decades making us believe that life is incomplete without someone running into your arms in a mustard field. But let's take a moment to flip the script and talk about something even more important, you. Being single isn't about loneliness or waiting for the right person to come along. It's about discovering yourself, embracing your independence, and becoming the best version of yourself before you even think about sharing your life with someone else. It's a phase of life that, if used wisely, can set the foundation for everything you will become. So let's talk about why being single is not a curse, but a blessing in disguise. One that gives you the ultimate gift. Freedom. Freedom is not just about doing what you want, when you want, without answering to anyone. It's about self-discovery, about learning who you are when no one else is defining you. Think about it. When you're in a relationship, a part of you is always adjusting, compromising, and molding yourself to fit into someone else's life. That's not a bad thing, but it does mean that some parts of you get put on hold. When you're single, you have the rare opportunity to focus entirely on yourself, your dreams, your ambitions, your passion. This is the time when you get to ask yourself the big questions. What do I truly want in life? What excites me? What kind of person do I want to become? These questions don't always have immediate answers, but when you're single, you have the space and time to explore them without distraction. You get to set your own routine, build your own lifestyle, and make choices that are solely about your growth and happiness. Think about all the things you've ever wanted to do but never had the time or freedom for. Maybe it's traveling solo to a place you've always dreamed of, waking up at 5 a.m. to train for a marathon, or taking the risk of starting your own business. When you're in a relationship, these decisions aren't just yours to make. They involve another person's feelings, priorities, and limitations. But when you're single, the world is wide open. You get to be selfish in the best way possible, focusing on your self-improvement, your career, your health, and your mental well-being without guilt. Self-discovery is a journey, and it's one that is best taken alone. You learn how to handle challenges on your own, how to enjoy your own company, and how to be truly independent. Many people fear being alone because they confuse it with loneliness. But there's a massive difference between the two. Loneliness is when you feel like something is missing. Being alone is when you are whole by yourself. This is the time when you develop self-confidence that isn't dependent on external validation. You don't need someone to text you good morning to feel important. You don't need someone's approval to feel valuable. You start to understand that your happiness, your peace, and your success are in your hands alone. That kind of self-awareness is powerful because it means that when you eventually do enter a relationship, you will do so from a place of strength, not need. Another incredible thing about being single is that it allows you to build deep and meaningful relationships outside of romance. You get to strengthen your friendships, reconnect with family, and meet new people without the constraints of a relationship. When you're single, you realize that love isn't just about a romantic partner. It's in your friends who stand by you, in your family who supports you, and in the random connections that bring joy to your life. And let's talk about personal growth. When you're single, there's no distraction from working on yourself. Whether it's hitting the gym, learning new skills, reading more, or simply developing better habits. This is the time when you can truly invest in yourself. The truth is, the better you become as an individual, the more fulfilled your life will be. Whether you stay single or eventually find someone to share it with. There's also something liberating about not having to constantly explain yourself. No one is questioning why you're working late, why you want to take a weekend trip alone, or why you're obsessed with a new hobby. You can evolve at your own pace, make spontaneous decisions, and shape your life exactly the way you want it. This is the phase where you build your identity. and that identity will define the kind of future you create for yourself. So, my friends, don't let society make you believe that being single is a waiting period before real life begins. This is real life. This is your time to grow, to explore, to understand yourself, and to set the foundation for an incredible future. Relationships will come and go, but the relationship you build with yourself will last a lifetime. And when the time comes when love does walk into your life, you'll be ready, not as someone searching for completion, but as someone who is already complete. Because the best love stories don't begin with two half souls finding each other. They begin with two whole individuals choosing to share their already fulfilling lives. So embrace this phase, enjoy the freedom, chase your dreams, and most importantly, fall in love with yourself first. Because at the end of the day, that's the most important relationship you'll ever have. Gentlemen, let's talk about something that doesn't get enough attention when we discuss relationships. Money. Love is beautiful, romance is magical, but let's be honest, relationships can be expensive. From fancy dinners and weekend getaways to gifts and celebrations, being in a relationship often comes with a price tag. And while there's nothing wrong with spending on someone you care about, there is a huge advantage to being financially independent before you enter that world. When you're single, you have the unique opportunity to focus on your finances, make smart choices, and build a future that is secure, stable, and entirely in your control. Money is one of the biggest stress factors in relationships. Disagreements about spending habits, financial goals, and priorities often lead to conflicts. But when you're single, you don't have to compromise on where your money goes. Every rupee, every dollar, every investment is entirely your decision. You have the chance to build wealth without external pressures or emotional spending. This is the time when you can set financial goals without distraction. Whether it's saving for a house, investing in stocks, starting a business, or simply creating a safety net for the future. When you're in a relationship, especially in the early stages, there's an unspoken expectation to impress. You want to take your partner to nice places, buy them thoughtful gifts, and show your love through grand gestures. While this is wonderful, it also adds up quickly. You might find yourself spending more than you should, dipping into your savings or delaying important financial goals just to keep up with the social expectations of romance. When you're single, however, you can channel that same energy into securing your financial future. Being single allows you to live on your own terms, financially speaking. You can set a budget that aligns with your personal goals rather than adjusting to someone else's spending habits. Maybe you're someone who enjoys minimalism and saving aggressively, or perhaps you prefer investing in experiences like solo travel and self-improvement. When you're single, you don't have to justify these choices to anyone. You can allocate your money the way that best serves you, rather than feeling obligated to fit into a shared financial plan. One of the smartest things a single man can do is focus on financial literacy. When you are not distracted by relationship expenses, you have the time and resources to educate yourself about investing, budgeting, and wealth creation. This is the perfect phase of life to build habits that will serve you in the long run. Learning how to invest in stocks, understanding real estate, and figuring out ways to create multiple streams of income. Instead of spending money on temporary pleasures, you can put it into assets that will work for you in the future. This is also the best time to take calculated financial risks. Want to start a business? This is the time to do it. Want to quit your job and explore something new? You have that freedom. Want to relocate to a new city for better opportunities? No one else's plans or needs are holding you back. Financial independence means you are not bound by external responsibilities that limit your potential. You have the flexibility to make bold decisions without worrying about how they might affect a partner or a shared financial commitment. Another major advantage of being financially independent while single is the ability to plan for long-term security. Many people wait until they are married or in a serious relationship to start thinking about long-term financial stability. But why wait? When you're single, you can set up retirement plans, create emergency funds, and establish financial habits that will make your life much easier down the line. The earlier you start, the better your financial future will be. Let's not forget about the emotional benefits of financial independence. When you are in complete control of your money, you have a sense of security that no relationship can replace. You don't have to rely on anyone for financial stability, nor do you have to worry about a breakup affecting your lifestyle. You are self-sufficient, and that is a powerful feeling. It means that when you do eventually enter a relationship, it will be because you truly want to, not because you need financial support or stability from someone else. Being single also allows you to explore personal growth and experiences that might not be financially feasible in a relationship. Maybe you want to take a year off to travel the world. Maybe you want to invest in a passion project that doesn't bring immediate returns. When you're single, you can make these choices without having to consider how they might impact a partner's financial situation or shared responsibilities. You have the freedom to spend your money in ways that bring you true fulfillment. In the grand scheme of life, financial independence is one of the most important things a man can achieve. Relationships are unpredictable, love can come and go, but financial security is something that stays with you, something that gives you peace of mind no matter what happens. Being single gives you the perfect opportunity to build that security, to make smart financial choices, and to lay the groundwork for a future where you are in complete control of your own destiny. So, while society may pressure you into thinking that being single means something is missing, the truth is, being single gives you the space to gain something invaluable: financial freedom, personal growth, and the ability to create a life on your own terms. Use this time wisely, invest in yourself, and when love does come along, you will be entering it from a position of strength, not dependence.